Jonathan and Martha Kent sit down in preparation for their son's magic show. "You ready?" the young boy asks his parents behind a curtain. Martha introduces him. "Ladies and gentlemen, Clark, the Conjurer." Jonathan and Martha clap for Clark, as his father says he's excited to see what tricks his son has planned. But Clark tells his dad that they're not tricks. Magic is real. And Clark asks his dad to pick a card. Channeling his inner magician, he asks, "Is this your card? The Queen of Hearts?" But Jonathan reveals his card, the Ace of Spades. Frustrated, Clark begins to try again. But Jonathan notices something and asks him, "Hey Clark, is that red stain on your shirt part of the magic?" As the young Superman looks down to see blood seeping through his white button-up shirt, and his vision blurs, and his world turns red. As Superman lies bleeding on an operating table, Mr. Terrific and Dr. Midnight try their best to save his life. Dr. Midnight ponders why they need a kryptonite scalpel now that Superman has been depowered, but Mr. Terrific informs him that they have no idea if the effects are permanent, so they need to continue operating and be ready for anything. Dr. Midnight wonders how Mr. Terrific can be so calm, as Mr. Terrific responds that he's done countless surgeries, but none as important as this one. If they have any chance at beating Waller and her army of Amazos, they need Superman. Elsewhere, a government goon shouts at the civilians that there's a curfew in effect. The goon tells them to stay inside for their own protection. If they have no powers and aren't vigilantes, they have nothing to worry about. Meanwhile, a woman hides behind a dumpster, waiting for the guards to pass. She sneaks through the dimly lit alley, finding a strange drawing of a door. "Nippo?" But the door doesn't respond. Her magic is gone. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" A guard spots her as he points his gun at her. His companion checks the scanner and says, "Holy crap. It's Zatanna!" As they point their guns at her, taunting her for her lack of magic. Maybe she can show us a magic trick. Zatanna raises her hands, remembering something Bruce taught her a long time ago. That magic can't be the only thing you learn in life. She grins mischievously, and as the goons approach, she suddenly throws her cloak at them, distracting them as they open fire. Zatanna swiftly ducks under the gunfire, leaping up to elbow one of the goons and springing into the air, cracking the other with a powerful kick. How's that for a trick? But unfortunately for her, more goons arrive, shouting, pointing their guns at her, when suddenly a bright light appears overhead. And Mercy Graves, Lex Luthor's former assistant, leaps down, offering her a hand. A force field forms around them as the two make their escape in the Superjet. Superman now owns LexCorp, and it's been renamed to Supercorp. Zatanna wonders how Mercy was able to find her, to which she responds that She's been tracking the task force agents. They're like vultures, circling around them, trying to capture any remaining depowered superheroes. The two eventually arrive at their destination, the Fortress of Solitude. They enter as Mercy reveals the small handful of remaining superheroes at the base. Zatanna is shocked. I thought there'd be more of us. And they overhear arguing as Booster Gold holds back his friend Blue Beetle. Red Tornado is enraged. You said, and I quote, "Can we trust any robots right now?" Blue Beetle shouts back that their friends and family were just attacked by Amazo robots. But Red Tornado reminds him that those were robots controlled by Waller, and that he has a mind of his own. You sure could have fooled me, Blue Beetle remarks as Booster snickers. Enraged, Red Tornado calls upon his powers, ready to fight. Enough! As Superman, now donning the black suit, calls out. He reminds them that they can't fight amongst themselves and that they need to work together to save the other heroes. And the three remorsefully agree with Clark. But Mr. Terrific arrives, and he reminds Superman that Clark is gravely injured, which is why he's in the black suit, to help him recover. But Clark replies that he has bigger priorities. Where's Connor? Where's John? Where is my son? Mercy sadly informs Superman that she tried to save them, but she couldn't handle all the Amazo alone, and she made the tough call to save him instead. She cries into her palm. I'm sorry, boss, she says. Superman embraces her. You did your best. Thank you, Mercy. Mercy wipes a tear from her eye. I hate being emotional. Superman reminds her that they've been through a lot, and there's nothing wrong with letting it show. But they still need a plan to rescue the remaining heroes. And Zatanna chimes in with an idea that involves magic. Zatanna explains that there are secret passages called the Dark Roads that are invisible to nearly everyone, that normal people can use them too, and they can use the magic passages to operate in the shadows. But they'll need an artifact, the map of Mordru. She tells Superman that they can walk the path together. Why me? Superman asks. Zatanna replies that the Dark Roads respond to death, and seeing as Superman just died, albeit briefly, he's the perfect candidate. And Clark agrees, telling her that Batman and Wonder Woman are in the main room, and they can discuss it further with them. As Mercy turns to leave, Superman tells her that he has an important top-secret mission for her. He wants Mercy to find someone. Meanwhile, in Metropolis, the last sun, the Amazo that stole the Kryptonians' powers, flies through the sky. Lena Luthor leads a group through the ruins of the Supercorp building, and Jimmy Olsen wonders where his good pal Superman might be. And Lena laments that if her dad, Lex Luthor, kept his memories, he would be able to help. But Lex apologizes. He doesn't remember a thing, not even being Lex Luthor. Lex, alongside Supercorp, recently fought against Brainiac, and Lex lost his memory while saving his daughter, Lena. It's okay, Dad, Lena tells him. Shaban, Silver Banshee, sits down, sighing. Her boyfriend, Jimmy Olsen, sits beside her, asking if she's okay. But Shaban is upset. Ever since her powers were drained, She feels empty, that a piece of her is gone, missing. Jimmy holds her, comforting her. He tells her that he loves her, no matter what, powers or no powers. As Lex and Lena comb through the Supercorp computers, trying to get a distress call out, Lena notices that one of Lex Luthor's power armors is missing. But a voice calls out from behind them. Then we better find it. It belongs to us now. As Peacemaker leads Peacewrecker and a group of Task Force 7 goons surrounding them. Peacemaker points at Lex. You're on Waller's most wanted list. Grab him! As the goons run in, doing just that, grabbing them, attempting to arrest them, and drag them back to base. Despite Lena's cries of protest, and Jimmy tries to fight back, shoving the goons away from Silver Banshee, but Peacewrecker catches him, pointing a gun at his head. Look who's feeling brave, but someone like you is still a loser. Maybe you'll matter as a martyr. But she's suddenly interrupted by countless energy blasts raining down. As Lois Lane, armored in a power suit, comes to the rescue. Armor up, people. We're at war. And that was Superman, issue 16. What do you think? This is the first Superman tie-in for Absolute Power, so let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for more Superman. And while you're there, be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and possibly even other YouTube things. Anyways, that's it for me. Bye.